Frank Lloyd Wright.
Yep. So.
Yeah. Most of him.
I think probably all we want to know about.
Yeah, that's true.
And also all we want to know about Caroline eating shrimp crackers. So
I would not mind knowing more about Caroline eating shrimp crackers and what else Caroline would be willing to eat.
Well, I texted my husband and told him I did that, and that one of our listeners dared me to do it, and he was like, so that's how I get you to do it. Because I'm famous for I'm very narrow-minded when it comes to food, so I have very specific things.
You should be more adventurous.
I don't eat seafood, and I generally don't eat vegetables, so...
That's crazy.
I know.
I don't even know what that leaves.
Meat and cheese and carbs.
Noodles.
That are not shrimp crackers.
But no vegetables?
Yep.
What about boiled peanuts? Those considered a vegetable?
I will eat boiled peanuts. I
wouldn't consider that a vegetable.
Peas, green beans, lettuce.
Kale. Do you eat kale? I love kale.
Kale's kind of... I could take it or leave it. Corn, zucchini, and carrots, as long as it's chopped up in my breakfast muffins.
You're not a no vegetable.
No,
you're just
not completely.
Particular.
I've been trying to venture out a little bit more. But, like, there are certain things, like Brussels sprouts, broccoli, and cauliflower. No freaking way.
Oh, man. I couldn't live without Brussels sprouts.
Oh, gosh. I make them for Tim, and...
Oh, they're so good.
They stink. They smell like dirty
feet. They
feet.
do smell really bad. That's true.
Yeah.
It's accurate. They taste good, though.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So...
Food with Caroline.
Yeah, we'll start a new podcast. Things Caroline doesn't eat. That would be many, many episodes.
Things Caroline doesn't eat and why, and we can go into the history of that thing. Like Brussels sprouts. Or, this comes up a lot when I'm eating. Like, how does someone decide
that they don't like things?
No, that this should be eaten. Like an oyster. Well, it's this mushy, weird, boogery thing, right?
Exactly.
That I am in love with, whether it is raw, fried, steamed. I don't care. But, like, it's in a shell, right? And it's this living... So how did you know? How did you see this weird, like, rock in the ocean or in wherever, in a river, and you're like, oh, there must be something in here that was good. I'm going to crack it open and see. And then you eat it. And then think of how many times someone would have failed at finding something that they thought was edible. Yeah. I don't know. I'm not a foodie, but I think the history of food and why we eat food would be interesting. Anyway, recommended a book for Adrienne to read about that. Food culture.
So,
Frank Lloyd Wright.
This is the end.
It is.
If you enjoyed Adrienne crunching on her shrimp crackers, please head over to the podcatcher of your choice to leave us a review and
5 stars.
Us. Also, subscribe.
5 stars.
5 stars, yes. Subscribing, though, is very important. I often forget about that because sometimes I just will stream. And not subscribe. Am I
subscribed? Uh-oh. Caroline will be real mad at me if I'm not subscribed. I mean, it's in here, right? So that means it's not downloaded, though.
Right. No, if it's in there, then you are subscribed.
Okay.
If it automatically shows up in your library...
It does. I'm subscribed.
Then you are subscribed.
All right, people. Subscribe.
Yes, so we definitely need subscribes. We're on Apple Podcasts / iTunes, Stitcher, TuneIn, and iHeartRadio.
Mm-hmm.
And also check out our website, scandalsheetspod.com. And we're also on Instagram and Facebook at scandalsheetspod.
And we like going on field trips.
We do. Yes,
and
if you haven't been on our Facebook page, then
there's a live there. I did a live video last weekend.
She did
2 weekends ago, I guess.
Yeah, 2 weekends ago
from our field trip.
Yes, it was mostly us in the car.
It was in the car after the fact, talking about the field trip.
But we promise in future we will actually do live videos in front of a building next time. I think Savannah.
Hopefully
is coming.
Sooner rather than later.
Yeah, Savannah is coming up in the near future once this horrendous heat wave breaks.
It's June. There's no breaking. There's no breaking until
9
October.
Weeks from now. I'm like, why did I wait to schedule my European trip to September? I could be in London right now. And the high today was 56 freaking degrees.
Oh, that doesn't sound
It's amazing.
Wow.
I love 60 degrees. It's my optimal temperature.
Go to the mountains.
I know. I told my boss that we need to relocate our office to Asheville for the summer.
Sure.
Yeah. That's what all Charlestonians
You need to do a pilgrimage like Frank Lloyd Wright from the coast to the mountains.
That's what my great-grandparents did. They were snowbirds. They spent winter in Florida and summer
as one does
in North Carolina.
Sure.
There you go. Until next week, folks. Ta-ta for now.
Good night.